Hey everybody, Me98 here. Today this is not going to be wrestling code related today. Today I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions about the whole WWE 2K scenario that's been going on around here. Now, let's express those thoughts. This all started back a few years ago when it came out with WWE 2K20. A game that was going to be so good from so many people. And then turn into real shit, let's just say. The wrestler's eyes, you just stare, they look down, and I was just like, how I'm doing it right now, facial expression wise. Like they were zombies in a weird way. It was complete bad. Models didn't look great, and every once in a while, the game would crash on you. That was pretty bad. In fact, it made modding completely impossible for anyone that wanted to mod that game well. So their best bet was revert back to WWE 2K19. In which case then they would be okay with that. It was not that big of a deal. That was just standard problem one. So after that failed of a game, their only solution right now was to skip a year and skip 2K21 and instead release a game called WWE 2K Battlegrounds, which no one liked. 2K19, unfortunately enough, got another year of live service, which means people can still play online, they can still do a bunch of, community creation downloads. No problem there. Then let's just say between 2020 and 2022, there was the big pandemic that, with Battlegrounds came out in 2020 or 2021, whichever year that was. 2020, there was Battlegrounds. 2021, there was no wrestling game at all. But the bad thing is 2020 to 2022, which is right now, WWE had unfortunately been releasing a bunch of talent left and right. Probably ever since, due to the XFL failing when Vince McMahon poured a lot of money into it with WWE. Which I think that's how it went. Correct me if I'm wrong in the description box. I'm okay for that. Anyways, with that, people were getting released. Every talent was going. The roster was hurting a lot. And they've been losing a lot of big names. They lost names like Adam Cole. They lost names like Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Johnny Gargano. Let's see, even lost some names like the Iconics, Chelsea Green, Mickey James. Man, so many good names. It's like, the eight finger. I just keep getting upset every time. Even Dakota Kai left, which honestly hurt me a lot because I was a big fan of Dakota Kai. And even her partner got released last year in Tegan Knox. Even some of those releases last year got me upset too. Karrion Kross left. John Morrison was gone. Keith Lee gone. Hit Roll. All of Hit Roll was gone. Well, first B-Fab was let go. And then a week later, I think, the rest of them were let go. So it's call them up, let them go. That's it. Vince never really saw potential in Hit Roll. I was pretty much bummed out. I was very upset. I mean, the only fortunate thing is that, Isaiah Swerve Scott made WWE 2K22, which was even another bad problem. 2K22's roster, at least almost half of the roster, a lot of people are no longer with WWE. Which, that's one downfall about 2K22. I mean, Legends I'm fine with. And whatever, duplicates have gone over it now. If there's a duplicate talent, there's a duplicate talent, whatever. But half of the roster, almost half of that roster, you can probably say at this point, is going to be filled up with talent that's no longer with the WWE. At least for any wrestler I was with the main roster at the time, that was still, there. Which completely, at least for them, that's they never been to in a game, but at least they got one game. You have names like Tegan Knox, that probably was never in one. Karrion Kross, never been in one. But yet, they made the game. Isaiah Swerve Scott also made the game, like I said. And that was that, yeah, they don't have WWE anymore. Some names may eventually get to the AEW Fight Forever game, which is good. Like Isaiah vs. Scott, Jeff Hardy, he may make the game. He may make Fight Forever. But we're gonna even look for Wrestling Code too, where some names where I'm sorry about that. My dog is. I'm currently watching dogs right now, so that's why videos like this, and you'll probably hear her whimpering in the background. So it's just me, just want some attention. And forget if he'll come up, but anyways, proceeding onward. Yeah, Wrestling Code may pick up some talent that was left over in 2K22 that could make the jump and be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna sign with Virtual Basement. We're gonna be in the Wrestling Code. But that's basically on them if they want to, or they'll go to Impact Wrestling and they won't get the chance. Or they'll go to AEW and they'll be with Fight Forever. And JPW, they may not make the game at all. Because, yeah, I don't think... Because, yeah, believe it or not, yeah. Impact, AEW, and New Japan Pro Wrestling are games that Virtual Basement's The Wrestling Code cannot sign to their game. But that's not even the main problem right now with WWE games. The main problem right now is that modders are legitimately taking shit at them because of a patch 1.09 that recently came out. That came out a while back, and it was that one? Yeah, I think it was patch that or patch 1.10 that completely locks them out of modding WWE 2K22. And modders have been trying to find their ways back in, and legit just took shit on WWE games over lies and not getting back to them for trying to fix the situation and allow WWE games to get their modding back. But honestly, I want to voice my opinion on that too. Here's my thoughts. There's a bunch of other games you can legitimately mod. If you can't mod a WWE game, why bother trying to find a loophole? Why trying to find another way around? I mean, there was leaked DLC that came out. Some people were able to play as Omos, LA Knight, Vader. They managed to get them and play as them first. Whereas, like, people don't have to bother buying the content. So it's like, yeah, I think WWE Games maybe did the right call on this one. There are people out there that legit leaked out or mod the game and got the content early for the WWE gamers to play these guys for free. Without even having to buy the pass, without even having to buy the DLC content. Nothing. But what can you really do at this point? I mean, WWE Games, I feel like they didn't make the right call. I mean, if cross communications didn't even exist, then yeah, maybe the modding would have not been an issue on PC. Still, honestly, I feel like it's this whole community creation thing that, yeah, maybe this test run thing is going to be like, nah, we're not doing this again next game. We're not doing it anymore. WWE 2K23 is going to be like, yeah, we're not doing it anymore. You're just going to have creations on one console each. If you're on PlayStation, then yeah, you only get creations with PS PlayStations, yeah. Xbox is the same thing. PCs will get the same thing. And if there's still going to be some modders around, at least some, yeah, your modding may come back. But I wouldn't hold your hopes up if it doesn't come back. And I wouldn't throw all your... And I'm going to throw this out right now. Because AEW is not taking shit on you right now. Because everyone... I'm saying this right now because not everyone is having faith in your Fight Forever game. But I'm telling the modders right now, don't throw all your eggs in the basket. Being like, okay, yeah, we're going to go on to Fight Forever. Yeah, we're going to mod that game. Because if the game doesn't work, you're not going to have another good game to mod. Anything at all to mod, wait on Virtual Basement. Wait on the Wrestling Code. That's all I can say. I feel like that game is going to be better for modding. Just from my opinion. My opinion is that game will be better for modding than a WWE game, and it's going to be better than the AEW game. But this is just me. Someone else could be like, yeah, that's not going to be different. That's still going to be the same shit. We're going to be still lied to. But yeah. They're not going to lie to you. They're just doing what they can do best. If anything, WWE games have been just lying to you for years. Making false promises that they know they can't keep. While AEW is trying their best. This is their first attempt. So don't throw your eggs in the first game if it's not going to work. Virtual Basements, the Wrestling Codes, like, this is their only game. They said it multiple times. I think there's not going to be a sequel. If it's the first one, it's done is done. That's it. Anyway, so I don't know what's going to happen in the future. But yeah. And that's basically all I got for today. Just some thoughts about everything. I'm glad I got this all off my chest because I've been going on Twitter a lot lately and I'm getting sick of actually seeing it. Now I get it every time. It's someone else's opinions. They're allowed to say what they want. But for all the modders there, I'm giving you some advice right now. Grow up. Stop acting like children. Going crying on Twitter. Legitimately, find a new game to mod. Go back to 2K19 if it's still moddable. Do something else with your time. Instead of just crying about a new game that can't be modded, go back to a game that can be modded. Yeah, I bet any money Grand Theft Auto can still be modded. Maybe you can mod a Call of Duty game if you want. Do some custom zombies maps because Activision doesn't have an issue with that. They don't. You can buy mod some zombies, have fun if you're still a Call of Duty fan. Yeah, that's basically for today, folks. I wish you good day, and keep an eye on Virtual Basement for more Wrestling Code news. Try to see for any Fight Forever news, and hopefully with WWE games, they'll do better next time. But for now, yeah, I'm saying this right now for WWE games, you have gained my trust back. You've gained my trust back. Anyone else is like, whatever, we don't trust you anymore. That's their fault. Alright, have a good one.